Hey folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Found a quiet little spot today here at Myrtle Beach National. This is the South Creek and West course putting areas. Kings North area is really busy, so I decided to stay out of the way for those folks. Today, putter video. Not necessarily a putter video, but a putting video. So episode 2 of my Journey to Scratch. Some of the things that I do to help be a better putter. PGA Tour pros are amazing at putting, but we can be really good too. All we gotta do is practice. And how do we practice? Well, you just gotta put some time in. Today is really hot day in Myrtle Beach, up to 90 today, high humidity. So decided to stay just local here and just do a little bit of putting practice. I set up some balls on the green. I have 6 balls out there for putting. Various distances, anywhere from 4 feet all the way up to 12 feet. There's a few 9-footers, maybe a 10-footer, 5-footer in there too. Just some various putts. This is a very good setup. Got a crown here with some slope. There'll be various breaks. Put yourself in the same situation that you're gonna get it on the golf course. You know you're gonna have that slider downhill. Practice that situation. Yeah, that's the one thing that separates us between the pros and putting is practice. If we put some time in and practice, you can be a good putter. Today I want to talk about a few things. One, having a good routine. Same thing over and over and over again. And it doesn't have to be whatever you see on YouTube or whatever you see on TV. It's your routine. It's whatever, and it's just whatever you can do. It's your grip, it's your posture, it's your stance, but that needs to be perfect for you. And it has to be where you can return the putter face square every time in the stroke. I'm very fortunate. I have a lab putter. So we go out and spend $1,000 to get custom fit drivers, but we never get a custom fit putter, but yet we're gonna use it 29, 28 times around if you're really lucky. But probably in the neighborhood of 30, 32, 40, 34 putts per round. So you're not using any other club in your bag in an 18-hole round, in an entire 18-hole round, that many times. You are only using a putter. But yet we go spend $1,000 for a custom fit driver that we use 10, maybe 12, depending on your course. I'm very fortunate. I have the Link 1. It is a custom fit lab putter. Custom fit, lie angle balance. This is the secret sauce. Whoops, as I drop it, you go online and do your putter video, or you can go into a store that sells them and set you up. The one thing about the putter that I love is that no torque. So you take it back square, and the putter comes back square all by itself. All you gotta do is put a good stroke on it. The other thing that I like is because that angle between the shaft and the head is custom fit to me, that's a reminder for me to know that as long as that putter is flat on the ground for me, then that's exactly where my posture needs to be. So it's a custom fit putter that is fit to me. That helps me with my posture, helps me with my setup. Then all I gotta do is grab with a nice neutral grip and then make a square stroke, and it's good to go. So let's roll a few putts here and see how things go. Just got set up, so it'll take a minute to get the speed of the greens here. So let's just see if we can roll one down. That's nice. First putt, I like that. This one looks like it's relatively straight. I left the face open. That was me. It'll return square, but not if you don't put a good stroke on it. Let's do a nice 4-footer here. Even on the 4-footers, respect them. I'm trying to get to a scratch handicap. Guess what? The less of these that you miss, the easier it's going to be a scratch. Very nice. Here, let's bring a 12-footer down the hill. Gonna have a little left to right break for me. Nope, misread that. Didn't break at all. End of the day here, as you can see from the long shadows. So probably not going to break nearly as much as I think they should. Going to have a little break in the beginning. This is a really good tip. The beginning part of your putt's going to break less than the end part of your putt. You have a little more speed in the beginning. The ball will tend to take more break as it dies down on speed. So you can read a little less break when it's early on in your putt. Get there? Nice. And finally, a little short one. Just caught a piece of the hole. Slingshotted it past. A little bit of a misread on my part. All right, folks. Set up here again. Read another 6 locations. One of the things to remember is your grip. I don't care if you claw grip it. I don't care if you're left hand low. It doesn't matter to me. Again, I'm a normal golfer. Who am I to tell you how to golf? I'm just telling you what works for me. And I have a very neutral grip, thumbs down the shaft, very relaxed. I do stand a little bit closer to the golf ball. I like my eyes to be just outside the golf ball. Whether that's right or wrong, I'm not sure, but it works for me. Remember, it's about what works for you. If it's one thing we've learned about golf, swing your swing, right? Arnold Palmer said that. Make your putting stroke your putting stroke. Make your putting grip your putting grip. It broke a little bit, but not much. But again, there's a really good tip. Get to where you're rolling your putts 18 inches past the hole. It's probably give or take 12, 14 inches, but I gave it a chance to go in. I believe it's been said over and over and over again. I'm going to miss this one on purpose. There's a putt that was left equal distance on the other side of the hole. 100% of those don't go in. So one of the things that I like to work on is speed control. Make sure that you have enough roll that either it goes in the hole or you roll a little past 18 inches, just like that. That one rolled out to 2 feet, but again, it's a 2-foot putt coming back. Oops, missed it. Why? Because again, I rushed my routine. So that leads me into my next topic. Don't rush, but have enough pace to keep yourself moving, to keep the nerves out of your body. That one there, I rolled 2 feet past, and then I just stepped over it and rushed my 2-foot putt and missed it. So don't rush your routine, but make sure you have enough pace built in that you don't give yourself time to be nervous. There's a really good shot. There's the same length. Step back, find your line, step in, don't rush, but make enough pace. That's a really good tip. Don't rush your putts, but also make sure you have enough pace to keep the nerves out of your body. This one here, I don't think it's going to break as much as I keep thinking it does, so let's take a little break out. It's not breaking at all. Shadows are throwing me off just a little bit. Don't forget to hold your finish. Don't forget to, just as you would hold your finish when you make a beautiful driver swing, make sure you're holding your finish when you make your putts. That ensures that you're going to stay in your posture. You're going to stay head still. I tend to look up a little fast, but there's a beautiful putt. Who wouldn't take that? That's me. Read no break on some, and then add and then I miss it low when I don't give it a little bit of break. This is practice. This is what these days are for. Put a little time in on the putting green. Gave it a little break, didn't take it. Let me get set up again. All right, here we go again. So one of the tips that I read about Jack Nicklaus was that find an intermediate target. Sun's in my face, so it'll make it a little harder. Also, the flagstick is casting a shadow on the green. That tends to bother me when I'm trying to pick an intermediate target or trying to find a line for my putter to putt on. So I do tend to move it out. All right, intermediate target. The greens are perfect here at Myrtle Beach National West, so good luck finding an intermediate target. I do have a little piece of dry grass right there. You all won't be able to see it, but just to the right of that darker spot. That's my intermediate target. So when I line up, I like to make sure that that is where my ball rolls over. Some people say I want to line my putter up with that. I find it to be more beneficial that the ball starts on that line. Okay, had a little break to it. That's okay. This is what today is for. Today's practice day. So let's do that putt again. That time, I picked my intermediate target. It was a little too much, so I'm going to go just up the hill a smidge. A little more speed too. So that was a good segue into my final topic before I launch into my last piece of the episode. So the challenging part with putting, and it's different for everybody because you putt at a different speed than your buddy putts or your wife putts or whomever. The toughest part is finding your intermediate target and then picking your speed. Nobody can help you with that. That putt just refuses to break. Same thing, set up, nice square. Missed it. 95% of tour pros miss 1 to 2 foot putts. It happens. That's the name of the game, though, to get to scratch. You've got to eliminate those. Here's another intermediate target. There's going to be a tad of there's a little piece of grass right here. It's like an old pine needle. I'm going to come just off the corner of that pine needle, just at the end of that pine needle. I think it's going to come up the hill and then just turn to the left ever so slightly. So again, intermediate target, but not necessarily how I line my putter up. It's where I want the ball to cross. I'm a little frisky. They are a little faster than I think they are. They look shaggy, but they're rolling they're rolling pretty good. There we go. Yeah, I'll tell you, end of the day, Myrtle Beach National, kudos to you. Putting green is rolling very nicely. I'm reading a little break and there isn't. That's a missed putt. That is a missed putt from me. Let's do that one again. There. Set up square. Nope. There's a little break there that I'm not seeing. Set up. There's a beautiful little piece of grass right there. That's where I want my ball to roll over. Nice, nice. Couple more here. Again, pick your intermediate target. Find how you, again, for me, you can do it where you line your putter up. For me, I do that. I do line my putter up with it, but I'm thinking more about my ball rolling over that mark. Oh, just caught a piece of the hole. That was a really good putt. But again, 18 inches past. Make sure that you're giving your putts a chance to go in. If you don't hit them firm enough to get them to the hole, they won't go in, folks. So if you hear some folks out there really busy today, they had a massive outing, that's a good putt. All right, let me get set up for my final topic. Okay, and my final thing, I just waited a few minutes in between. I mean, you guys won't notice it because I'll edit it out, but there was a large group finishing up on 18 on West Course. A little rambunctious, shall we say. So I want to make sure I didn't get any vulgar talk into the YouTube video. So finally, practice like you know you're going to be in the situation out in the golf course. So we've got three balls and 3 balls. Difference, so 6 total. I'll do this drill 3 different times. 6 times 3 is 18. That's 18 holes. So I put myself in a situation that I'm going to find myself in. Get your brain, get mentally prepared to be in that situation on the golf course, to know you've made that putt already. You've done the work, the homework. You know it's there. So I've got 3 putts set up here, 15, 20 feet tops, and then I have got some 3 shorter putts right there. So put yourself in that situation. I have a lag putt coming down the hill. This is a different hole location, by the way. There's a little bit of a grade right here, and it's going to shoot it down there. The name of the game is, so you want to be under on putts. The goal is, can you do this 3 different times and get under on putts? So, or break even. Remember, 36 putts is breaking even. So your goal is to be under on putts. So let's lag some down. Here's a good one. It's not going to break too much. I haven't even made this putt before, so quick little read here. Okay, didn't break at all. But guess what? I left myself a 2-footer. Good speed, just wrong line. That's 2. So I'm even par. We'll do a short one next. I like to break it up a little bit. So put a little pressure on yourself. This is for birdie. I really want this putt. I want a birdie. It just turned. That's okay. Guess what? It's a par. Okay, next, let's bring one down the hill again. So I'm even on putts still. Remember, name of the game is even or under. Oh, get in the hole. Just turned. Just a little turn right there at the end. But again, good speed control. This one's a little bit up the hill. That's nice. Can be a little bit of aggressive. Again, I'm going to aim just inside the cup. I don't think I'm going to give up the cup. There's my intermediate target. Line up my putter face. Take my neutral grip. Make a square stroke. That's me. That is me. Come on, Tim. Follow through. I'm not following through. See, again, have enough pace to get it there. Also, make sure that you're following through on your putts. I'm not following through. That's 1 under. That makes it better. I did follow through. Kept my head down. Really stayed focused on my posture. This one here should be 0 break. I'm going to put it right in the center of the cup. I'm going to make sure that I hold my finish, follow through, make a good smooth stroke. Just like that. Really focus. I'm 2 under on putts. That's my game, folks. That's what I do. I will do that 2 more times for a total of 18 holes. I'm 2 under. That's how I look at it. I was even par. I made 2 1-putts. I'm 2 under on putts. So right now, if I ended the day, I'd be 34 putts if I parred the rest of them. Put yourself in that situation that you know you're going to get in. Really work to lower your putts. For me, to narrow the gap between my current handicap and get the scratch, I've been focusing a lot on my short game, chipping and putting around the greens. And then I also put myself in a situation where I'll throw 6 balls out around the outside of the putting green. I'll chip them to various locations on the putting green here, and I'll really force myself, get it close, check it, get it tight, try that 1-putt. Really focus on up and downs. Really focus on getting up and getting down, because that's what you really want when you're playing 18 holes. You want that up and down to save par, or that's a par 5 and you launched a rocket 3-wood or 5-wood down to the green and you get up and down for birdie. Put yourself in that situation so that when you're standing over that putt after you've played 18 or after you've played a few holes and you're standing over that putt, you can draw back on your practice and say, I've done this. All right, I want to chip it tight and 1-putt it in. Mentally, you know. Again, remember, develop a routine. Have enough pace in your routine to make sure that you're following through with what you need to do, but you're also not letting yourself get nervous. The longer you stand over something, the tighter your body gets and the more nervous you get. So make sure your routine is slow enough that and methodical enough that you go through your motions, but it's also quick enough to make sure that you don't have any nerves building up in there. Find an intermediate target. For me, what works for me isn't necessarily an intermediate target that I want to line up to. I do defaultly line up to it for the most part. What I'm visualizing, though, is the ball going over that line as I make my stroke. That helps me really focus on making a square stroke, getting the ball to start on the line that I want it to start on. Lining yourself up and grabbing your grip that's your pre-shot. It's just like stepping onto a tee box. We all step our back and we think about the shot that we want to hit, but it's about getting that ball to start on the line that you want it to start on, so that when you hit that cut shot, it falls back in, or if you're playing a little draw, it draws back into the pin like you're looking to do. So find your intermediate target, get the ball to start on that line, and then above all, practice those positions. Make sure that you're getting your mind ready for that situation that you're going to be in. Make sure you're aggressive enough that you're rolling your putts 18 inches past, 12 inches past. Get yourself in that mindset to where you're always rolling 18 inches past. Find your break point, match your speed with your break point. Those are my tips. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. This is episode 2 of my journey to scratch. Episode 3 will be Goldfish, if you are a Ted Lasso fan. Goldfish is the title of my episode 3. More on that as I go for a beautiful walk on either the West or the South Creek course in the upcoming week. Thank you, folks. Take care.